Hey guys, I'm RozaldVane, and welcome back to another episode of VLR, Virtue's Last Reward, or Zero Escape, Virtue's Last Reward. Last episode, we were basically reading Quark's pages of letter thing to talk about his past with Tenmyouji. I don't really feel like this makes any sense, honestly, but I'm pretty sure this is the ending for Quark. Yeah, we're at the point where we're near the ending of some sort, a character ending, technically. And I think it is Quark's character ending because he's kind of telling us his past a lot more than anything, even though it's kind of excusing Tenmyouji's truth a little bit. So it doesn't really expose too much besides the fact that we know Quark is now adopted by Tenmyouji, and Tenmyouji's been working hard to keep him kind of like safe and everything. So yeah, in the last episode before we went into this episode, there was a point where he was talking about how Tenmyouji took care of him. He was adopted, and on top of that, they got into a heated argument here, and and apparently Quark thought that Tenmyouji was looking for him, but he hadn't come since it was raining all night. So yeah. Anyway, so I'm gonna read this as much as possible, quickly as possible, so we can get to the next point, which we're supposed to go. Once we're done with this area, we're going back up to this floor here and try to get the last puzzle room of this colored door thing done, and then we'll get through all the endings that we can get to and unlock whatever we can as we go along through all the other parts of the game. So, anyways, it kept raining all night, and he never showed up. I gave up waiting and decided it was time to go home. I was about halfway there when I heard somebody groaning. At first, I thought it was just I should just ignore it and not get involved, but I went over to there anyway, and it was Grandpa. He was totally soaked, and I could tell right away that he'd been there for a really long time. I yelled, and he opened his eyes a bit. He smiled weakly and said he was glad I was safe. He'd spent all night out in the rain looking for me. I felt awful. Grandpa had been out in the rain looking for me for so long that he'd collapse. I was horrible. He heard me crying in the rain, but I hadn't heard him. As I ran to get the doctor, I promised whatever god might be listening that if they would only save Grandpa, I'd never ask for another root beer float ever again. Well, that's kind of sad. He had a real bad fever, and his temperature wouldn't go down for days. The doctor said that if it kept up, he'd die, which is true. Because that means his body cannot fight the symptoms of whatever is in his body, whatever infection or stuff. If he died, then I'd be all alone. There wouldn't be anybody left to care about me. The thought of that happening terrified me. Fortunately, I must have passed some of my luck onto Grandpa, because a week later his fever finally broke. Well, I was glad he wasn't going to die, but I was a little scared. What if he had decided he didn't want a stupid kid like me around anymore? Really? Are you serious still? My plan was to apologize as soon as he woke up, but when the moment came, my brain was just stopped. Grandpa started to talk, and it took me a minute to realize he was apologizing. To realize he was apologizing. I didn't know what to think. He explained that he was an old man, and that meant he was probably going to die sooner rather than later. He was so strict with me because he wanted to make sure I'd be able to make it on my own after he was gone, but maybe he'd been a little too strict. All of these things I'd worried about had been stupid and selfish. Grandpa cared about me. Grandpa cared about me a lot. He'd been worried when I ran off, and he'd gone out into the rain to look for me. I tried to apologize, but when I opened up my mouth, I just started crying. I don't think I've cried that much since I was a baby. But he just smiled and patted my head. I asked him if he'd ever regretted adopting me. His eyes got all wide and said, "Of course not." He told me that he was looking for a really important lady, and because of that, he had to give up on pretty much everything else in his life. But when he took me in and started raising me, he felt like he'd gotten some of what he lost back. That was when I decided I'd stay with him forever, even if he said I couldn't. The end of the letter, I guess, here. Is that it? That was such an abrupt ending. So this is Tenmyouji's ending. In Root Beer Veritas. Achievement unlocked. In Root Beer Veritas. Alright, so that was kind of a strange way to close that story off like that. Like the way he said, "I would stay with him forever," did not sound like an ending to the letter for some reason. But alright, I guess that was Tenmyouji's ending. It felt more like a Quark's ending because Quark said a lot more than Tenmyouji, but I guess that's what Tenmyouji is. Alright, cool. So we're going into the CDs now, the chromatic doors. So we need to go to the blue door, no matter what. But I forget which option I took. So we're gonna have to get through this rather carefully, because I don't remember what option I took. I swallowed. Alice and I will go through the blue door, I believe it was. Double checking. Yeah, that's the last blue door. Blue door with K. Alice, K, the blue door. We took off toward the door at a run. I glanced back over my shoulder to see the others heading for their respective doors. Vi, Dio, and Clover went for the green door, while Tenmyouji carried Quark towards the red door with Luna. 2, 1, 0. I don't know what happened here, but we had a choice, I think, and I think we were allying with Luna in this path, I believe, so that's probably what it was. Yeah, because it's been a while since I've seen this part of the path, so I might have forgotten a few things here and there. Sorry, that sound effect is always so funny to mimic. So this is the last puzzle room that we have not been through. This is supposedly the recreational room. Yeah, so this is supposedly the recreational room, which we've only seen twice, I think. Once with Dio and Kay, who did the United We Share, or United We Stand magic card from Yu-Gi-Oh! I mean, that's basically saying, like, basically they traded off blows and killed each other, in a sense, in one of the paths. So we've only seen it in one room in that regards, and the second time we saw it was when Tenmyouji was trying to check for our hands for blood with Fi. So those are the only 2 times we've seen the recreational room, and every other time we've never seen it ever again. So this is the first time we're actually going to be doing a puzzle from it. And I mean, we're getting closer to finishing out all the puzzles in this game. We only got this puzzle and the white door puzzle left. There's one more white door we haven't seen, I think. We did the security room, we did the director's office, like, not long ago. Don't know what the third room is, because we've never seen the third room for the white door yet. So this is going to be interesting, because we have not seen it yet, at all. But here, we're getting closer to the end anyways. We're just going to have to do a lot of sitting and talking and listening to people. That will probably make this game a lot more longer for that, like, random sake. I mean, we're getting closer to 100 episodes. I think we're, like, I think we'll be getting to it in this weekend of sessions, which is, like, the 3 episodes that I'm doing here. But anyways. Wait. 3 doors.
全てロックされているようですね。
まさか行き止まりってこと？
What's that thing over there?
9の扉の横にあったのと似てるみたいだけど。
そのレバー下げられますか？
Only one way to find out. But Rec room.
あら、あっさり開いたじゃない。
It only opened the door on the right, though.
ここに入れということでしょうか。
How do we get the other doors to open?
さあ、他に操作できそうな装置は見当たりませんし。
とりあえず進める方に進んでみればいいじゃない。
It would only open if somebody left the whole space, I guess. Like when somebody leaves the number 9 door, or when we've... No, actually, that's the only reason why those doors will ever open, I think, is that when we're done with number 9. Also, I forgot to mention, there might be a third puzzle we need to finish, though. And that third puzzle would be, like, the final puzzle, because 999 had a hidden puzzle space, which was the ending, apparently. And so that was, like, a surprise on my end. But it wasn't like a full room, it was just, like, a set of puzzles that you had to do to finish the game out. In this case, it's probably bumping into the same idea, maybe. If possible, but I'm not sure.
そうですね。ここにいても仕方ありません。
Forward it is then. Or right, I guess. Alrighty. I'm excited. I get to do another puzzle run. After so many talking, it's just so annoying sometimes. But I like to do some puzzles here and there every now and then. But it's like... Sometimes it is tough puzzles, though. But I appreciate it to be a little tough sometimes. What is this place?
娯楽室だそうよ。見なかった？扉にプレートがついてたでしょ？レクリエーションルーム。そう書いてあったわ。
There's a plate on the floor?
娯楽。なんとも皮肉なものですね。今の我々の状況からすると、程遠い存在だ。
Okay, the pool and the darts I get, but... What's with the suit of armors? Yeah, this is funny looking. Seems kind of weird.
それを言うなら、そこの遊具の方が異様よ。
Oh.
これは乗り物ですか？
そうよ。コインを入れると動く遊具。
Yeah, I don't know what they're called in front of the grocery stores. What are they called? I think they're like riding machines or something like that, maybe? I don't know.
あなたも子供の頃に乗ったことがあるんじゃない？
Yeah, I mean, I did ride on a few when I was a kid.
記憶はありませんが、あるかもしれませんね。
Obviously, because your memories are gone. Does the thing mean that there were kids here at some point?
そういうんじゃなくて、ただのコレクション。趣味だと思うけど。
Yeah, might be part of someone's collection of hobbies. Hobby collection. Yeah, because Alice said that it's a hobby, a collection of hobbies.
悪趣味ですね。
For the hobbies. So, this place has a lounge, some sleeping quarters, and now this recreational room. It's like we're on some kind of luxury cruise liner.
そう言われてみれば、確かに長期間の滞在を想定している印象がありますね。
Luxury cruise liner, it's like a throwback to 999 right there.
医務室もありますから、少しくらいの怪我や病気なら、あそこで治療できるでしょうし。
娯楽設備も長期間の滞在で退屈しないようにってこと？
Yeah. I mean, the recreational room in 999 was much more fancier than this. This seems like more like a... Seems like more like somebody's house recreational room. Like somebody's man-den, game den, whatever it is. Man-den. I guess I call it man-den because most guys like to make a den. I don't have a game room den kind of thing like that. Maybe one day. I don't think I will at this point in the meantime. Because it's really difficult to kind of deck out a room just for like entertainment and stuff for yourself, but you're like the only guy in there just using it while barely any guests would come in just to see it ever. I've seen a few people post their sort of man-den thing, and I'm just like, oh, that's cool. But then it's like, but you're the only guy ever going in there much, unless you're doing it like bringing in guests every now and then, like a kid's coming in just to watch you play someone, like have like an arcade cabinet or something like that on the side. Like they're just going in to see an arcade room sort of style thing.
ええ、閉鎖的な環境には必要な設備です。
Everything anybody needs to live without leaving. I guess they're planning to keep us here for a while, huh? Well, that's not happening.
同感だわ。さっさと月のカードキーとやらを見つけて外に出ましょう。
あそこに扉がありますよ。
No good. Won't open. Looks like it's locked up tight.
ということは、この部屋に月のカードキーが隠されているということになりそうですね。
Right then, let's find them. Waiting for it. Do 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 do. She could wake out. Do 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 do. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to do a different note to it. Because it's been a while since I've last remembered the 999 like thing where they're just like, oh geez, this rotation is really funky. Why is the rotation so funky as heck? Instead of like being rotational on the table like a typical circle. It just rotates itself out of the position and just into a different location. Yeah, that's kind of weird. There is a light switch here, though. Okay, is there anything that changes from it? No, it's just a bunch of monitors, basically, that just lights up still. Okay. So we might need something to do to check for blood, I guess, in this room, because there was a bottle spray that helps, looks for invisible stuff, I think, that Tenmyouji found in this room that he used the spray to spray the hands with, I think. So that might be the case of what we find in here, to figure out who the hell had bloodstains in their hands. Which probably might expose who might have killed Alice if Alice dies in this path as well. Because that would be interesting to see what happens. Okay, what do I want to check first? Yeah, we're already halfway through the episode, so there's a lot going on, so I'm just gonna have to figure out what I want to do first. I'll do the darts first, I guess. An automated scoreboard, huh? Nice. If we had some darts, we could play a game or two. A dartboard. If we had some darts, we could have played the game, get a game going. Okay. 20. Oh, so they altered the rules of the darts board here. So typically in darts, yeah, they don't have this. I don't think the pattern is the same as this one all over here. Like, the pattern is not similar in that degree, because there's usually just like the centerpiece that's kind of like the times through. No, it was because I played a lot of Yakuza, so a lot of Yakuza was kind of like ingrained in my head and how the dartboard looks. There is an extra layer, like, outside of like this. There's an extra layer that's like and then like there's an extra layer outside of it, so there's 4 layers basically. This middle part would have been like ×3, and this center part would be like ×2 or something, or something like that. I can't remember exactly how the pattern looks, but essentially they probably altered the rules a bit to make it more simpler looking, so that they can get the puzzle going. So yeah, the ×3, ×2, ×1 makes sense here. Okay, so that's the rules for that, so I don't need to think about that yet. There's a green pattern in there. Oh, there's the spray bottle. That's the spray bottle that that Tenmyouji was talking about last time that he used. Billiard balls. Are those pool balls? They look rather odd though. Aren't pool balls usually painted in a variety of colors? These appears to be all white, although they are numbered. Well, might as well try using them with the table. Get this green thing. Yeah, it's like a pattern of the table thing. It's a mini fridge, like the ones college students have. Usually they have full of cheap beer. Looks like these are all the same thing. Do you think we're supposed to pick the right bottles or something? I hope not. They all look exactly alike to me. Then just take whichever you want. Whichever one you want. Luminol. Great. This says Luminol. Then it must be luminol spray. It reacts with certain things, such as blood, and glows with very faint bluish white light. It's often used in forensic investigations. Huh. What are we supposed to do with it? Maybe you could spray it on the table, the pool table? The pool table. Why? When I was examining it earlier, I noticed a few areas where it looked like something had been wiped off. If it was blood, then what would it be? I don't get it. Okay. There is a thing here that I have that I can just slap this on here. Ah, look at your piece of felt. I see. Looking at your piece of felt, I see. Yeah, I was thinking about trying to fit it into the bare spot of the pool table. And oh, this is Sigma. And there. Okay, so that will be that. There's a electric coil that goes somewhere, I guess. I'm trying to see where the electric coil goes. Oh, it goes over here. Electric coil goes here. Yep. It looks like this machine doesn't work because there's no... The monitor monitor here is not on. I'm guessing that is a monitor. It looks like one. Nothing happens when I push the button. Why don't you hit it? A little damage might make it more flexible. What the hell kind of logic is that? If being locked means it's working correctly, then if it's not working correctly, it won't be locked. Nope. If we break it completely, then we're boned. What an astute observation. Okay, I guess. Kind of weird. Alright, there's a record, but then there's a thing in here. Yeah, the other two are record discs, while this one is something else. Huh. Why won't it open? There's something in there, but we can't take it out if it won't open. Is there a red light on? The frame cover is locked. I can't open it. I'm guessing the light, the little red dots here are like probably lights to say that they're unlocked, so we might need to find something to unlock that. Okay, let's see what's on this monitor. Hey Alice, what's the deal with that screen over on the pool table? I think it's a scoreboard. Oh, really? Okay. This looks like some sort of control panel. There's something on the screen. Rectangular button turns stage lights on, off. Circular button activates armor. Huh. There's a triangle in the middle of the circular button. I'm gonna push it. Oh. Okay, that was scary. Oh, but there seems to be something in the shield itself. The suit of armor swung the weapon it was holding at the other suit's shield. Okay. Uh-huh. That doesn't say much. The guy's holding something. Oh, the spear, or lance, rather. Is this guy holding a shield with a glass on it? Hey, doesn't it look like there's something under the glass? Yeah, hard to tell what it is from here, though. And we can't get to it as long as it's covered in glass. Guess I'll have to give him the weapons I've got in exchange for whatever he's holding. Ah, a labrys... Perhaps I just call it an axe. In any event, it is a European weapon with a bilaterally symmetrical blade. Alright, so let's give him the axe, rather. Okay, let's play it. And push. Because usually the axe is way more, not delicate per se, but like, it's way more, shaped in a way to break the glass, which makes sense to me. So that's why I went to just switch the lance with the axe, which makes sense to me. Oh, the shield. The glass is broken. We can get at that thing on his shield now. Right? Yeah, let's grab it. An Allen wrench. That is the smallest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is an Allen wrench. The suit of armor is holding a pool cue. I think we should take it. Yeah, we need that. Are you really going to have the pull cue to that suit of armor? I just don't see the point. No, I just want to grab the trident though, but okay, I guess. An outlet. Really? An outlet? Actually, I want to see the deer horns. My god! This deer must have phased halfway through the wall and then gotten stuck. How horrific. That's just a mounted head. It's a decoration. Ah, I did think it had an extraordinarily long legs. Why would you think he's a giraffe in regards to that? Alright, what is over here? Oh, there's the lion face again. It looks like this box is connected to the ride somehow. But why? I can't say for sure, but don't rides often require payments in order to run? Yeah, but I don't see anywhere to stick a coin in. Have you looked closely to the line? There seems to be a slot in the mouth. A blue box with a lion's face on it. One of the lower corners has a circular keyhole. Okay, so that's that. It looks like it looks like this extension cord is plugged into the ride, but I'm not sure why. What do you mean? It's probably there so the ride can get power. That's not what I mean. There's way too much slack. There's way too much slack. Doesn't it look like the ride's power cable is long enough without the extension cord? Well, let's take the extension cable with us. Don't forget to plug the ride back into the outlet. Yeah. Okay. It's one of those rides like you see in front of the grocery store. It looks like Zero Jr. I get the feeling someone's laughing at us. I don't like it. A ride that looks like Zero Jr. Okay, so that's the end of that. I'm guessing we can pick this up as an archive. What is this supposed to be in a picture of? They're those balls from that kids show, right? If you collect 7 of them, then you get a wish. No, Alice, it's not Dragon Ball Z, jeez. But there's more than twice that here. Oh, then it's just billiard balls. Then. Look, I think it's probably a hint. Just grab it and bring it with you. I had a feeling it would be archived. I haven't actually checked to see the archive, yeah. Yeah, we got one more item in here that we need to pick up that might be documented here. Have we ever missed a document? I'm fearful of that because there were points in time where I did miss some things, but the paper were gone, like, where I could have skipped over it and forgot about the paper, but I wouldn't have solved something, I think, without it, I guess. Maybe we can... Oh, maybe this is the other archive item we didn't pick up at all. Does this explain how darts works? Apparently. I wonder if these are instructions for the darts scoreboard here. Are these the rules darts normally uses? I have no idea. Isn't darts just a way to flirt with girls? Huh? I've never heard of that. I guess some people use it that way, but darts is a legitimate and dignified indoor sport for gentlemen. Yeah, it is. It's a fun game. I suck at it, probably, because I'm not good at throwing. No, I'm not good at aiming, rather. Like, my eyesight is crap, so I would have totally lost every time. What? Where you compete to see how many girls you can get? What the hell happened to you? I just love how he's just like, what the hell happened, man? Alright, so that's the last of the archives there. I don't think there's an achievement for getting all the archive items, but yeah. Yeah, we're just like, literally like 2 things away. We still got 2 more golden documents, set of golden document stuff left, so yeah. We're almost done with this game, in a weird way, for all the puzzles. Which is kind of somewhat, not important, but somewhat sad, because I had to think about how we don't really have much left anyways in this game for like, actual puzzle doing. Instead, we have just a lot more, like... We just have a lot more, like, I'm trying to think. We have a lot more, like, readings to do rather than anything. Or choices to make, rather. Alright, what am I supposed to do with these white balls? Maybe you need to drop them into the pockets of the pool table? Oh, there's an actual weird puzzle thing going. Place each of the 6 balls into the correct corner or pockets in the following orders: A, B, C, D, E, F. Oh, I didn't read that second part. Drag these balls in the desired pocket and then release the balls to drop it. Clicking the yellow triangle will allow you to switch between ball groups to this. Ball group is displayed either 1 through 8 or 9 through 15. Alright, let's give it a try. Damn, no good. I don't get it. Well, I haven't gotten to it yet because I wanted to use the luminol spray onto the board. Now to spray the table with luminol. Okay. let's, we need to turn off the lights. No, 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 no. Alright, let's see what the board says. A, B, C, D, E, F. Oh, so the thing was... The thing was, E that was missing. There are 6 letters on the table. Yeah, looks like they were written in something that reacted with the luminol. Oh, we're out of time, too. They appear to be the letters A through F. No patterns that I can see, though. Okay, so what else do we have here that we could use? An Allen wrench for something. Actually, before we continue with the pool puzzle, let's see if we can do an Allen wrench to something on this, maybe? No, it doesn't let us do that. So it might be digitally controlled, so we won't be able to move that yet. But I think it looks like a hint of some sort, I guess, to like something in general. I can't tell yet. What am I supposed to do with this Allen wrench? That's the weird part. So we got 3 things, which is the extension cord and the Allen wrench. Oh, maybe we need to... Oh, how nostalgic. This is a jukebox. It plays an old form of music media known as a record. With the push of a few buttons, you can listen to your favorite songs. Looks like it's not plugged in. There's an outlet out there, but I don't think the cable is long enough, though. It won't reach. Doesn't it look like it? Doesn't look like it. Guess we can't use the jukebox right now. Wait, Sigma, I think you've got the solution right here. Indeed, you could, you might say, extend the reach of the jukebox's cable. Now, get to it. I'm trying, I guess? No. That was not what I wanted to do, but now that I know that's a thing, that's a thing. If I could connect the extension cable to the power cable, then it plugs into the outlet. There we go. So... does that mean that it's on now? I can't see the power outlet because I'm trying to slide it in. An outlet. Okay, so... can we power this thing on now? Or are we still missing something? Nothing happened when I pushed the button. Okay, so there's still missing a... I'm thinking we're missing a record label still. Okay, we still have this. This is pretty tough. Alright, we need to figure out the stuff. Let me see if there's anything in here. The ball retrieval slot. Yeah, that's where the balls that go into the pockets come out. Okay. I think there's nothing I can do beyond what I have so far. I mean, we've made some good progress so far. Ooh, let me switch this off to nothingness. Suit of armor. I don't think I need to mess with it anymore. Okay. Actually, is there anything in the... There are 2 spotlights on the floor near the center of the stage. Suit of armor. I don't think I need to mess with it anymore. Suit of armor. Okay, so we're really done with the whole armor piece stuff. Okay. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode of Any Minds. Hope you guys have a great, amazing day, weekend, night, or whenever watching this. This is it for now in this episode. I will push on to the next episode to hopefully get more progress into this puzzle room. I don't know how much more we need to get progress, but we still need to get the golden document, and we still need to get the golden document, and we still need to get the key out of this place. So that'll be the case. I'll start off with the puzzle stuff with the pool, maybe try my best to figure that out, and then we'll see what happens then. So thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you guys next time. Sorry, I was just like, what am I doing here? Okay. Roz, out.